Howdy, friend. Sam Houston here, hoping you're living in high cotton. And if you're lucky enough to be in Texas, I know you're most of the way there. Now enjoy your daily dose of Texas history and Texas pride.
Howdy, friend. Welcome back to the Feed Bandit podcast and your Texas History Roundup for January 3rd. In 1823, Stephen F. Austin was able to convince the Mexican Congress to pass a colonization law, and it was signed by Emperor Augustine de Iturbide the next day. It offered each head of household a league and a labor of land, which was 4,600 acres, for settlement in an area between the San Antonio and Brazos rivers. Austin was to receive 67,000 acres of land for each 200 families settled, and he could collect 12.5 cents per acre from settlers for his services. The law would later be annulled when Iturbide abdicated in March, but in April, the Mexican Congress agreed to allow Austin to settle 300 families, thus the Old 300. It was the first contract for settling Anglo-Americans in Texas. In 1881, Edwin L. Waller died in Waller County. He came to Texas from Virginia in 1831, became alcalde in Brazoria's municipality in 1833, signed the Declaration of Independence in 1836, and was assigned by President Mirbu B. Lamar to supervise the survey and sale of town lots and construction of public buildings for the new capital at Austin. In 1840, Waller was elected Austin's first mayor. He was buried in Waller County, but his wife and his wife's remains were later moved to the Texas State Cemetery. But his and his wife's remains were moved. In 1898, Lawrence Sullivan Sol Ross, the most famous Indian fighter in Texas history, passed away. He was born in Iowa Territory in 1838 and came to Texas in 1839 with his parents. He led the party that rescued Cynthia Ann Parker from the Comanche, rescued another white girl, and captured a Comanche boy, both of whom he adopted, and killed Comanche warrior Neba in hand-to-hand combat. He served as governor and later as president of Texas A&M. Sul Ross University in Alpine is named for him. And finally, in 1967, Jack Ruby died in Dallas of a blood clot in his lung before his second trial for the murder of Lee Harvey Oswald. On November 24, 1963, Ruby, the proprietor of the Carousel Club in Dallas, shot and killed Oswald in the basement of the Dallas City Jail. Oswald supposedly, I'm adding supposedly to this, as the official story goes, it's official in air quotes, Oswald had killed President John F. Kennedy 2 days earlier. Ruby was convicted in his first trial, but the verdict was appealed. And that, my friend, was your Texas History Roundup for January 3rd. Thank you so much for listening, and we will catch you back here tomorrow on the next one. You take care.
Well, there you have it. If you like our podcast, check us out at feedbandit.com. There you'll find awesome Texas First outdoors gear and apparel. Your purchase helps support the bandits and keeps this podcast on the air, fighting for you and for Texas. Remember, preserve the tradition, protect the legacy. Until next time.